In your position, do you find yourself more worried about a radicalized individual or like another group?
I am far more worried about a government action than a radicalized individual. I'm not worried about the person at home who decides to hate Andrew Tate. No. And if I ever get killed by somebody who they say, we found on his computer a letter he wrote about how much he hated Andrew Tate. We found his passport in the wreckage. You know, we found the passport. It's a fucking joke, bro. If I ever get killed by some individual who hates me, it was a government. Governments love the scapegoat. Like, let's imagine a group of people wanting to kill our president. They'd send some piece of shit up there to get blasted knowing he's going to die. They'd convince him to do it. And then they'd just blame it on some lone wolf. You know, all the intelligence agencies on the planet are currently trying to recruit idiots to do things exactly like this. If you go to Turkey or you go to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, any of these countries, and if you hung around there for a while and if you knew the people I know, eventually you'd end up in conversations with people who would try and convince you to do extreme things, dangerous things. And they work for foreign intel agencies. Whether they work for the Ukrainians and want you to commit an act of atrocity against the Russians like the Moscow attackers did not too long ago and killed all those people in the stadium, whether they work for the Russians and want you to commit an act of atrocity against the Ukrainians. And they'd convince you that you'd be paid well and you'd be a hero and you should do it. And they'd sit there, they'd try and find some guy who's half mentally ill or a little bit retarded or broke or desperate. Every intel agency on the planet as it currently stands is trying to recruit people specifically to do stupid things so they can blame that person after the action takes place. There are no lone wolves. This is all intel agencies. This is all they do. You know, it's interesting because we can even look at Islamic terror. They don't blow themselves up. They find some young guy and convince him to go blow himself up. I thought you got a bunch of virgins. Like, I'm Muslim. I'm saying if you got a bunch of virgins for blowing yourself up, surely they'd be doing it themselves. Why are they convincing someone else to do it?
And how persuasive are they?
Unfortunately, you don't have to be that persuasive. Very much like my situation with the girls. It's a numbers game. You talk to 10,000 people and eventually you find one and you go, okay. If you can add in some psychiatric meds, if you can add in promises that they're going to make it out and they're going to be a hero and all these things, if you can add in fake friends, like I think they were saying that Tyler, who killed Charlie, was on Discord talking to his friends who were convincing him to do it. Were they friends? I mean, who were these people?
Did he ever even meet them?